What's the best meal slash food you've eaten in the past month?
Past month?
Past month. God, I don't remember
Oh
what
my
I ate
god!
more
Now,
than like a
now I gotta
couple
think
days
about what
ago.
I've eaten. Um, I had a Mexican restaurant today. It was pretty good. It was a
Okay,
pretty good dinner.
what'd you have? What'd you have? Yeah.
I had fajitas. They were pretty good.
Okay,
Some
what
chips
type
and
of what type
salsa.
of fajitas?
They were a trio, so it was steak, chicken, and shrimp.
Oh,
Pretty good.
okay. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
My mom made
Um.
pork adobo tonight. That was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
liked it.
Yeah. I hope that's the answer Russ was wanting.
Yep.
Um.
Let's see, want a dick.
Got him. Pew, 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 pew. Demonetized.
Okay. What's the best movie you've seen this year? Best movie
This
I've
year,
seen, like new movie, or best movie I've watched?
I would say new movie. Probably like if you think this year. Okay, now you're saying this year is the last 12 months or since January?
Have I seen a
Because that
movie this
because that
year?
changes.
I'm-
I went to the I went to Barbenheimer, and that whole experience is the best experience I've had this year.
I think Barbie's the only movie I've seen this year.
You didn't see Oppenheimer?
I don't watch movies or TV. You know that, right?
But I know, but the Barbenheimer experience in general was like
All
worth
right.
it.
The only reason I saw Barbie is because we had tickets to see Darius Rucker, but it was raining for
Okay.
6 hours.
Oh, I remember that. I
It
remember
was delayed.
that. Yeah.
So instead of waiting in the rain to go see Darius Rucker, we saw Barbie instead.
I remember that. You missed
Yes.
out on Hootie, so you can see
I
Barbie.
I
Yeah.
missed out. Yeah, I missed out to see Barbie. It,
I forgot about that. Now you'll never die in Raleigh.
ideally, yeah. I'm trying to. I don't think I've actually ever seen. I don't think I've seen any movies beside that. Okay.
Mine definitely. Well, I have two. Mine's Barbie and Oppenheimer.
2023.
Both those great movies. Both of those. Oh man, Spider Verse also came out this year too, though.
Didn't see it. Oh wait, no, I saw John Wick 4.
Okay, really? You didn't see Oppenheimer and Spider Verse, but you saw John Wick 4.
I mean, I wanted to see Mission Impossible, but I haven't yet.
That's fucking straight. I got the wrong goddamn. Never mind. Let's move on.
I'm looking through 2023 movies. Honestly,
It's kind of a not great year overall
no,
for movies.
no. Hold on. I saw Paw Patrol: Rise of Mighty.
Oh, actually, I need to see that. I'm going to see Trolls 3 in about 2 months. That'll probably be my number one movie of the year. Just
Yeah,
get the Backstreet Boys.
I
and
didn't
NSYNC
like
together.
I didn't like 1 or 2 that much. Honestly, I might
wow.
watch 3.
2, 1
Yeah.
and 2 are very different movies. I prefer 2 over 1. 1's a better story overall, but 2's got better music. So that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, if I want to go
you're
see
there for the
music,
watch 2.
If I want music, I'm just gonna go watch Fiddler on the Roof again.
Okay, well, you go
Yeah,
be
like
you
a
go be
real
one of those theater kids.
cultured people. Yo, Fiddler on the Roof is so good.
I don't know about that.
Whoa. If I were a rich man, da-da-da-da-da-da. Fuck you. Anyways, all right. So he has 2 questions for me, and we're gonna skip the questions for you.
Okay, that sounds fair.
all right,
It's in my
so-
contract, so legally he has to ask them.
Yeah. All right. So for me, he says, please compare and contrast the current cartoon area versus the cartoons of the 90s and 2000s.
Can we have this question last?
Yeah, I think he asked the question after we talked about it.
Okay, got it.
He said,
So
"Oh,
he
they
wants-
talked about this." He wants this. He
Okay.
wants me to elaborate specifically.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so
And you know what's so great is I brought up 16 in the locker room today, and pretty much no one knew what it was. So this is great.
all right, so I can't speak to a lot of types of cartoons, right? Because I don't watch like tween cartoons and teen cartoons, right?
So you didn't see 16?
No, because I don't.
Oh my god.
The only cartoons that I really watch are like kids, like like infant, toddler, like Paw Patrol, like shit, right? And so I can't.
If it's not on Nick Jr., I'm not watching it.
If yeah, like my kid's 4, right? I'm not.
That doesn't stop me.
Yeah, I don't really watch other kids shows, but in general, I think from what I have seen is that they're like better, like organized. Like the overall like themes and plots are usually better constructed. And like usually not so like I don't know.
Also, the animation's so much better.
The animation quality obviously is huge. I mean, every show back in the 90s 2000s, like the animation quality was not that much better than like the 70s. The backgrounds are better, but the animations was the same. But like the how good CGI has gotten is like kind of crazy. Like what we had Code Lyoko, and then like CGI just like wasn't really done because it looked like shit.
Yep.
But, like,
and anybody that's like, oh, the 90s to 2000s were peak, it's a lot of that's nostalgia. Like, I dare you to go out there right now and watch a random episode of Rocket Power and
it's actually just not good. They're actually just not good.
It's not.
It's nostalgia for the era a lot of times.
Yeah, like I watched that growing up, and it's like if I were to like pick between Rocket Power and then like a new episode of like Bluey, I'm taking Bluey all day.
Yeah, like I'm not even the biggest Bluey fan, and I think I would too. But I think, okay, yeah, I think there's a lot more like for parents in the TV shows. I think they're written with a little more like not adults in mind, but like they're not. You're not babied through everything so much. Like it's not.
It's not like Dora where it's like, where is the map? Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Good job. Like there's less of that. I think Firebuds is probably the worst with that's going on now, but it's still a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, but yeah, even Firebuds is like they're still not even that good. Like so I was watching Blaze, right? And like you learn about like a viscosity and on Blaze and like elasticity and physics. And it's a show made for like 3-year-olds. It's
so much better than like what path should we take? And it's like a left path that goes to the castle that they're trying to go to, and the right path is just a path on fire. And it's like, whoa.
I think they're both entertaining and they're like just better at teaching because we have like a lot more advanced teaching techniques that have been like integrated into TV nowadays. Like back in the day, it was like you wouldn't talk to an educational specialist when making a TV show, right? You just make a TV show with the stupidest shit. Like, kids are dumb, so kids can do this. But now we're like, hey, you know what? My kid could tell you like every single type of truck there is because he's learned about every type of truck. Okay, you learned shit on the Magic School Bus. Did you, like, really?
Like, and also that's one of like all of the shows. Like
some of the stuff you learned was like you didn't even learn a whole lot. Like you learned that shit like in really early stuff,
and that was it.
Yeah, like you will learn like some like really advanced like science and STEM and like language things that they talk about in some of these shows. It's kind of wild. Like they're still entertaining, but they're like actually genuinely educational.
And one thing, like a lot of the shows written now are written from people that grew up on the shows of like the 90s and 2000s, and they were able to kind of like take what worked from those, like the nostalgia parts that we do remember that was really good from those shows, and making them into a more complete version of that same stuff.
Yeah.
So like it hits the stuff that we like because it's the stuff they also grew up on, you know? So it's like, oh, I like this in like Futurama. It's like, oh, they also grew up watching Futurama, so they kind of have like that like math nerdy jokes in the background, things like that, you know.
I'm not
Easter egg type jokes.
I'm not repeating what Russ said. I'm just showing it on screen. It's great.
Oh no.
Oh no, you don't know what he said. You can't read it.
I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it.
He said, "Osmosis, girl, that's a booty hole." But yeah, like they're still like treated like kids, but I think it's just done in a better and more constructive way.
Yeah, like watch Craig of the Creek and compare it to like Ed, Edd n Eddy. Ed, Edd n Eddy, great show growing up. I loved Ed, Edd n Eddy growing up. Craig of the Creek is a more complete show, and it's just a great, amazing show that I mean, I would pick it if I had the two were on right now. I would watch Craig of the Creek.
Yeah, a lot of these shows you're being talked at. Like now, I feel like you're being talked, like you're being instructed, like walked through, but since I'm being talked at, too. I guess, yeah.
And that's one thing like I love about like Bluey. Why I say Bluey because we watch it all the time is like you never feel like they're talking to you, like teaching you, explaining to you what's going on. They just kind of show it to the kids, and they're like, "Look, this is how we play. This is fun." Instead of saying like, "Do you want to play with us?" You
Yeah,
know, like things like that.
yeah. In terms of like teen shows and stuff like that, like I I wouldn't rewatch them. Most of the shows from back, I wouldn't rewatch any of those shows from back in the day. I thought about it. I tried one
Mm,
time.
mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, this nostalgia is not enough to make me last through this.
Not through Totally Spies or 16.
All right, all right. We're not going to talk about your fetishes with Totally Spies, but I this is not the fetish podcast. I can't. I lost what we were talking about. Jesus. I
But
don't
like,
get.
yeah, there were a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
shows that was just like, oh, we're gonna show like teenager stuff, and it's just like, whoa, we're so cool. Look how cool we are. We're so much cooler than everybody else.
You just
Where a
talked
lot of
about
the
Rocket
teenagers,
Power.
well, I mean, yeah, that's how a lot of the shows were then, and
Mhm.
the teenager type shows, they actually have like a storyline. They go through like
Hey,
growth, and there's like actual arcs.
see, what's
You know,
the theme song for American Dragon? He's cool and hot like the frozen sun. He's young, he's hot, he's the chosen one. Even when I'm bragging, he's the
the
American
American
Dragon.
Dragon. All right, American Dragon was a bop. All right, don't bring American
Oh,
Dragon in.
okay, absolutely. American Dragon was such a bop. You know who was also
American
a great
Dragon,
show? Life and
Danny
Times of
Phantom.
Juniper Lee. Oh, Danny Phantom.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a phantom.
just because I'm the only person who remembers Life and Times of Juniper Lee doesn't mean it wasn't a good show. All right. It was a girl fighting demons.
It's no Crash Box, but
Oh
all
my
right.
god. All right. What's my favorite thing about Hall?
Mm,
All right.
is it my smile?
All right. My favorite thing about Hall is that like I feel like I can really he's great to talk to.
Oh,
I really get along with Hall. Like he gets my humor and he enjoys similar things I like, and he's just a great person to talk to
wow,
and shoot the
this
shit
is
with.
serious.
You should fucking meet me next time. Shut the fuck up. No, don't listen
I
to me.
didn't know. I didn't know this was going to be a serious conversation.
All right.
Man.
I love his ass. Oh my god. Jesus. I'm gonna fucking mute you next time. So what was I thinking? Answering that seriously. You fucking got me killed. Shut the fuck up. I hate you. Your questions.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
dying all the time now. Jesus, all your fault. What is your? Have you enjoyed your time in SJS?
I really have. I really have. I know there's the stigma around the Saber Kitties.
Is there?
Say that for Russ. Shout out Russ, Saber Kitties all day.
There's a stigma.
I mean, there is, especially with a lot of the older players. There is like that, like, oh, you know, San Jose, they can't win, and they have all the quote unquote toxic players. Is one thing I came up hearing a lot.
Oh, I just knew they couldn't win.
Well, fucking got them. But that was one thing coming up a lot, especially through S18. It was just like, oh, San Jose has all the toxic players. You don't want to go there, and, and that's again, it's old players ruining the league by like their past experiences. I say this as I constantly say fuck the Yeti, but the Yeti deserve it, so it's cool.
As a member of the Philly Curse team, yeah, how dare
fuck
SGS
yeah.
never win? I can't remember having a winning season in my life. I
But
didn't
like,
have...
even like
Go ahead.
even now, talking to players that are like that have been out away from the league for a little bit that just came back, they're like, "Oh my god, you're on SJS. I'm so sorry for you." I'm like, "It's not that bad." Like I get like, oh, the story of it of like, oh, they have all the toxic players. Oh, Russ and CK. It's really been fun. I mean, it's been great. It's no different than any other team. You know, and it's just
Yeah,
I
all
know
toxic
the
players
little
are on
cults that are around the
Chicago.
league. Yeah, fucking Chicago. I mean, you don't get me started about the
Chicago.
more like butcher your logo. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, that was bad. Don't say that again.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was not great.
Bumpers.
Butchers, more like...
But
Fuck, I got nothing. More like the White
More like-
Sox. Hey, baby.
got him, fucking got him. More like, you know, butchers. More like deli workers that win Dixie.
More
Got
like
him.
the Cubs.
Oh, God, the Cubs. Don't get me started on the Cubs.
Don't get me started.
Not over here on the south side of the Cubs. Go Sox.
That sold it. Oh fuck! I was keeping a straight face till you said "Go Sox."
Timmy would have won that fight if J-Ram ain't get him with a sucker punch.
Timmy hasn't hit shit all season. He's gonna hit J-Ram. No, we're not gonna explain that joke.
Oh my god, poor Tim.
All right. His second question is, "What's your favorite thing about me?" You can be me.
fuck,
You
now
can
I
no,
have to
no.
return it?
You can meme. It's okay.
No,
I'm
I
dying.
will be serious. I will be serious. I really do enjoy Juni's his company. He's a fun guy to play video games with. I was never as someone that would go online and play video games with people. I would play online games, but I wouldn't like get in chats and talk to people because I was just like, the fuck that? That's what nerds do, you know. So it was something that be able to do it with Juni and meeting other people that way. It's been really enjoyable. It's always fun to just kind of get on and just play video games and shoot the shit, talk about baseball and Tim Anderson getting his ass kicked by a Dominican, things like that.
I am a nerd though, so like let's circle back. Let's circle back for a second.
Yeah,
Please
you
don't-
are 100% nerd. I am the cool guy in the group. The actual. Okay, I'm the jock in the group. But
Yeah, okay, some of us got better grades than you. Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Magic the Gathering.
Okay. Well, I haven't played Magic in a few years. Okay.
But you played, so I mean that's all it takes.
All right. Yeah. I do. Can I reach over within like 5 feet and find a Magic deck? Yes. But that's not. There's nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I was with the cool kids smoking doobies.
If I turn around,
Play-
can I count 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10 anime figures in my background? Yeah.
I was with the cool kids throwing balls and lifting weights and playing Zatch Bell.
Plain Zatch Bell. You know what? I only have 1, 2, 3. Out of all those anime figures, only 5 of them are half naked girls. 3 are half naked guys.
Ooh,
Yeah, look at that.
fancy.
If HO won't ban me, I'll bring him on
Juni,
stream.
get carried, Juni. Oh my god.
Do you want me to pull up the past like 10 games?
No.
You can take us out of this anyway. We can like go do something else.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot we've just been playing this nonstop.
Anyways, Crony said, "Would you rather fight 100 dog-sized horses or 1 horse-sized dog?" I wouldn't fight a dog-sized dog. Excuse me?
What was the breed of the dog?
No, doesn't matter the breed of the dog. You're gonna
No,
fight
it does. It absolutely does. If
Okay.
I'm fighting 100 Chihuahua size or 100 Mastiff sizes, that's a massive
You're
difference
fighting-
in size.
Okay, I'm gonna ping him. Hold a minute, I'm pinging him.
Okay. Well, what are you thinking of that? Like, if we're just assuming bog standard, like Labrador Retriever, like just middle of the road dog, like common find anywhere dog, I'm 100% fighting 100 horses that are dog sized versus the 1 horse sized Labrador Retriever. Absolutely.
Like,
Mostly because horses are skittish. You ever walk on a horse, they'll kind of run away from you. Dog will buck up in a heartbeat. Dog don't care. Especially like their teeth are so big and scary. Imagine that a horse-sized dog's fangs. There's no way. There's no way.
yeah, like dude, my pit, he's got some serious like luck on that. Like, I could not pry his teeth open to save my life. Like, legitimately, if it was me about to die or pry my pit bull's teeth open, I would die. Like,
Yeah.
I am not that strong. He's like an alligator. I know he has got a toy, just a toy, and I've tried to peel his teeth off of it. I could not do it. It was just a toy. I'm like, let go, and he would not open his mouth.
Like
That thing is,
a horse-sized dog is literally dire wolves.
yeah,
I mean, like
yeah. See, you want me to fight a werewolf? Excuse me? No. Definitely.
Like, I'm gonna fight this thing that was made for killing. That is like twice my size. Absolutely not.
Am I gonna fight the predator hunting animal or the one that you ride and eat?
Yeah, horses are already skittish as it is. Like, and now imagine them being smaller than you. They're definitely gonna run away. They're not gonna try to fight.
It's gonna just drop kick him.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay?
I could win that fight a whole lot easier than I can win a
I mean,
giant dog.
we have like a whole we made a sport out of taming horses. Like he says,
Exactly.
black lab. Yep, nope, it's black lab. Still taking the
Okay, boom, Labrador, boom,
yeah,
yep,
dog-sized horses. Absolutely.
yep. Taking the little baby horses,
Yeah,
little ponies.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
That,
what are they
winning that
gonna do? When they do
fight all
kick
day.
you when they're small like that? They don't have the same strength. Just kick them back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now imagine the dog that's the size of a horse jumping on you. You're dead
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh yeah, no. It's not even going to bother tearing your throat out. It's going to tear your head off.
Yeah, you're gone. I mean, there's no winning with that at all.
I can't think of any way you win that fight. Yeah, no way.
The only way you can win that fight is because they're colorblind. You wear something orange and lay down on the grass, they'll never see you. It's the only way you can win that fight.
And they can, they have this thing called smell. Is actually, believe it or not, that's what dogs are known for. Is their sense of smell. Fun fact: they smell real well.
All right. You punch them in the nose hard enough to break their nose, and then you lay down on the
They're
grass.
they're not a fucking shark.
Have you ever fought a horse-sized dog? Do you know?
I have wrestled with a dog that somebody thought was a horse. Like, is that a small horse? I'm like, that's a dog. I was play wrestling with it and I lost.
Yeah,
So,
like, because I have two boxers, which they're pretty beefy little dogs, but they start putting like an ounce of pressure against me. I'm like, I would not win this fight if it was serious.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm glad they're just playing around.
I got a pit mix and a German Shepherd mix. Ain't no way I'm winning that fight.
That's a loss.
If they
Those dogs are bred to kill people.
If they take that fight seriously, no way. One of those dogs was bred to be an army dog. The other one was bred to be a fucking fighter. No way. I went in that fight. Guys, say sweet as fuck. Like my pit's like this, like the sweetest dog you'll ever meet, and he's scared of literally everything. My other dog is so prissy he won't go outside if it's wet.
Yeah.
They're absolute pansies, but they are bred for war. As long as the war is inside with their food and their blankets and their beds and it's not wet out and it's just warm enough and you're cuddling with them, they're bred for war. You know, they can take Guam in an instant.
Fucking Guam won't stand a chance.
Guam won't stand a chance against my dogs. As long as it's not wet out. All right, I got it in. Got my Guam shot in.
Get your fuck Guam in.
Yeah.
I had someone come up to me and say, like, hey, you know Guam's a United States territory. Yes, I know. That's why I'm shitting on it.
we do know that. we know Guam's a territory. We shit on New Jersey, too.
How are you so bad of a country that you had to have somebody buy you so you can stay afloat?
Yeah. Look at you, Texas.
We want to be free, except for when it's really cold and really hot. Then we need help, please. Other than that, we don't need the rest of America. If anyone's from Texas, you work in the utility business, connect to the rest of the utility. Your utility's not working. Yeah, I kind of get that shot into the one guy. He's like, well, what the fuck?
one guy in Texas. I'm sure there's more than one person in Texas. I'm like Guam.
Yeah, but I mean, like listening to this.
Oh, okay, yeah. I doubt anyone from Texas listens. They're all in Australia.
Yeah, wherever Russ is from.
Oh, no, who cares?
I'm gonna go. Russ gives off. I think I know this, but Russ gives off like, I don't want to say Florida, but definitely like Florida adjacent.
I feel
like
75% of the people I meet in ISFL are from the Midwest, so I'm gonna say Midwest.
Oh, it's true. Midwest. That is a good point. Yeah.
Like
we're gonna go with
why is everyone in the
Wisconsin.
Maybe it's because like the whole football thing, but like we're in the South. Like,
they're mostly in the Midwest
between the Midwest and Florida. So like Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Russ was listening to this, enjoying it. He's like, "Well, fuck you. Don't bring up Texas." Stars at night are big and bright.
Well, see, it depends.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
What part of the Midwest are we saying the middle of? Because like, are we saying like Minnesota or are we saying like Kansas?
I think Minnesota and Wisconsin are the big hitters. Minnesota,
say
Wisconsin, and
Wisconsin?
Michigan are the big hitters for the ISFL.
Okay,
I feel
that would put you like in either in Nashville, and we're talking like lower
Oh, for
Florida, and then I guess
Tennessee?
that puts you
This
like
is
in
the only 10 I see.
Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. See, it's Florida adjacent.
How's your sister?
Roll
Sorry,
Tide.
I met your wife. Boom.
Got it. Boom. How does it feel when your only identity isn't good at football anymore? Hey-o. Take that, college football fans. Go Dogs.
I'm glad you explained it. I wasn't going to get the joke. I don't know where I don't know where you're going with this. All right. Moving on. If you just want to take us in this,
Yeah,
just
we
another
can go
haunted.
to the next one.
Go with another lost
Oh, yeah.
sector, haunted sector,
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah. Next set is from Joba.
Joey B.
Joba. As you may or may not know
Jabba.
today, Joe, you got us. I know you haven't listened to the first one yet, but you get these intros, man. Like you're losing it. God, you're losing these intros. Just give me the
For
questions,
those who may be concerned,
Joey. I don't have the attention span for this. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I had a beer, and I haven't had
Alcohol
alcohol
power.
tolerance since my kids were born. Tolerance since my kids were born, baby. Today is my birthday, so all questions are going to
congratulations.
be
Happy
birthday
birthday.
themed. Well, it's I guess
Oh.
11:52. No, it's still his birthday. Happy birthday!
technically.
First,
Wait. Where's Job from? Is it Job West Coast?
I don't know. I should know.
I don't
I
know.
feel like I should know.
I also should know.
I've known him for like 3-4 years. I should know this.
I know.
How old were both of you when you first joined the league?
Oh,
20. I was 25 when I joined the league. No, 26.
I was. Where are you? No, I was 23. I thought you joined not long after me.
I don't actually know when I joined. Hold on a minute.
It was like I joined like late 17 going into 18.
I joined January 6th, 2020.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
so that's what it says. Registration
No,
date.
you joined
It
before
says
COVID, didn't you?
registration. Yeah, January 6th, 2020 was before
I guess it
COVID
was.
happened. It was like
guess
right
technically,
before COVID. And so, yeah, that was right after my firstborn. Yeah, so like you weren't there. You were here like it says S18. I'm
Okay.
S20.
I guess I was. Yeah, I was. Okay, I joined in 2019. I thought I joined in 2018. I guess it's 2019 I joined.
So I was.
Yeah.
How old am I now? I am 29. So I was 26. No,
I was
because
24.
no, because I was 20. I was 25 because my birthday hasn't. How was my birthday yet?
Oh, good point. Good point. I was August. I was 24.
Yeah, I was 25 when I joined them, because I didn't turn 26 till March. So, yeah, there you go. That was a harder question than I expected it to be.
Yeah, honestly,
Yes.
yeah. I swear, I don't know why I thought I joined in 2018. I guess it was 2019.
Okay, how old are your kids, and do you think they will join the league someday? My
No,
two kids,
absolutely not.
Yeah, my two kids are about to be 4 and just turned 1, and I do not think the league will last that long. Absolutely not. Zero faith the league will last long enough for them to join. There's no way.
That's a good point. They got to be at least 13, as we know, see by the rules.
Yeah, you will get kicked out because as I had multiple people tell me it was a liability issue. I got so yeah.
Yeah.
My kids will out. Yours is a year younger than mine, right?
My daughter's 2.
Yeah, and she's about to turn 3. Yeah.
Nah, not until next. She just turned 2 in August.
Okay. And mine's like a year and a half older than this, I guess. I don't know. Not a little more. Yeah, mine's about 24.
But
yeah.
she's not even gonna know the league existed, let alone join it.
Yeah, I've been asked that about like MLR. You're like, are you gonna tell your kids about this league? Absolutely fucking not.
Absolutely not.
No, why? Why the fuck would I tell my kid about this shit?
I don't even enjoy doing it. Why do I talk to my kids?
No,
about it?
I hate it here. What are you talking about? I don't talk about this shit to them. No way. They're never gonna know I did something nerdy like
Especially
this.
because I have a daughter. You think I'm gonna let a woman join an online community?
Oh, dude, let me get no respect for my kid if he finds out I did something like this. Are you kidding me? He's into cool stuff like space and tractors and dinosaurs. He's got no respect for football. Ugh.
For a fake football?
You know, fake football. My
You like
wife's like
following
that.
rules in real life? Want to follow rules online too?
Yeah, you want to follow the rules that some other nerd made up? Ugh.
Yeah.
I
About
don't-
a dot you don't control?
Genuinely, I do not ever. I see no reason why the league would ever last that long. There's no way.
Honestly, yeah. If it is, I won't be here.
Yeah, I certainly won't.
I'm barely here as I am.
If they do join, I will not find out about it most likely, and I will not
11
care.
years from now. Let's see, 11 years from now. Yeah, if I'm 40 and I'm still doing this, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
If I'm 40 and still doing this.
I'll be honest. I contemplated coming back this time. I almost did.
Right. We only came back to meme on each other.
We only came back because we kicked ourselves out of PvE.
PvE, exactly. If we needed other Discord troops to talk shit about.
Yeah, and I was on my last character of PvE, so fucking. I'm pretty sure this is my last character. I'm being honest. People are great. I got no interest in playing again.
Yeah, it's way too much work for literally no no enjoyment back on my end. I don't even watch the stream.
I don't watch the streams. I don't care for my stats. I pay no attention to my character at all.
I only care for my stats when I'm talking to Russ. So Russ gets on his toes.
Dude, somebody was like, "Wow, you got 7 PDs." I'm like, "Cool, I got 7 pancakes." They're like, "No, what?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know what a PD is." He's like, "That's 7 pass deflections." I was like, "The fuck is that?"
Whoa. It's when a guy throws it and you go, "Nuh-uh," and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, I'm like, "Okay, cool." So he threw it my way, and I said, "No, cool." Why didn't I catch it? He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Fucking, I don't care." Then.
You're not good enough, then, loser, fucking bozo.
I'm like, "Zoot, am I returning touchdowns yet?" And he's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Fuck if I care." No, Zoot's not even my GM anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Zoot's not my GM anymore.
You would be returning touchdowns in San Jose. It's all I'm saying.
I actually don't care. Wait a minute.
Russ would have to trade me then, though.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to be on the same team as you. Yeah, we gotta remember, lest we forget, I do not care.
Yeah.
Enough. I made a big deal about wanting to return kicks. Like, full honesty, I don't give a shit. I do not care if I can return kicks. If you could, I could be benched and I could no longer be on a team, and I would not know. I would not know. They could stop offering me a contract, and I would have zero idea. Like, someone asked me, was like, "Oh, you ready to re-sign your contract?" I'm like, legit, I don't even know I have. I'm like, sure, whatever you say. If you don't come to me saying that it's time for me to renew my contract, I will not know.
I only knew mine was up because you posted me yours. I was like, "Oh, Julie signed a contract," which means I also have to sign a contract.
And I only know because somebody asked me. Like, if it was up to me to like negotiate a contract, fucking, it would never happen. I would just always assume I'm on the team. In my mind, I have an infinite contract, and like I don't care how much you pay me. It's like as long as it's more than Hall.
Fuck, got me. Oh.
Only because I need something to ask.
I mean, my last player was still active in Baltimore, and I'd been gone for the league for like a year almost. I had no clue they were still active and on Baltimore.
I hadn't updated my character, my last player, in like a year. And I was like, and like every once in a while, like Pat or Negs would be like, "Hey, you ready to re-sign a contract?" I'm like, "Sure, buddy. Whatever you want from me." Like, am I not dead yet? I'm like, as long as you post my aggression for me, I'll play as long as you want me to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. ISFL's fine. Like, it's great for what it is. It's not. It's not what I'm here for. It's for the not here for the stats.
I was just gonna talk to people.
My first player, I guess I was here for the stats, but like after that, it's not. Like, I didn't even make it through that whole career caring about my character stats. It's like I made it through like a couple seasons of carrying, and then I was like, I guess Philly's just gonna suck all the time, and I just stopped.
Yep. And we did.
And then I never cared again.
And then they became Cape Town and immediately started winning, meaning the Philly curse was real.
It's true. I was actually no, they didn't. No, they didn't become Cape Town and started winning. They became Cape Town, were losing. Then I retired and they started winning.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you are the problem.
Yeah, you know what? And Zoot and Yellowknife started like getting really bad. Like started to get simmed real bad. I was like, fuck, it's me.
It's got to be me. There's no other answer to this.
I've never won before. All right. What's the best and worst birthday gifts you ever received?
Best and worst.
Best and worst.
My best. I got a replica 2017 Astros World Series ring.
God, my birthday. Wow, what a fucking jock. Have I ever gotten a birthday gift before? God.
What's a birthday? See, if you guys didn't know, Juni's actually a Jehovah's Witness. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, I don't apologize. Your religion makes you hand out pamphlets, so it's kind of a cult if you kind of think about it.
I can't think of a birthday. I can't think of a single birthday gift I've received in my life.
Really?
I'm pulling a blank. Oh man, I'm looking around this room. I'm sure somebody has bought me.
Somebody had to buy you something, right?
I don't know. Like I buy most of my shit.
Okay, that sounds like a not cool birthday.
If I want something, I just buy it. It's, right? It's like
you're one of those people. You're one of those people that are like.
I'm one of those people.
It's like, hey, what would you want for Christmas? Nothing, because I bought everything I like.
Yep, that's me.
That's my mother too. God, I hate it.
Oh yeah.
What do you want? Nothing.
My wife hates it. I'm like, oh, I've already bought it. Everything I want, like I just.
I think my worst birthday gift was. I feel
like
that's
I don't
slap
know.
in the face.
I don't know worst birthday gift. I know worst Christmas gift. I had a playmat for my son on my Amazon wish list, and somebody bought me the playmat for me.
Oh,
and I was like, cool.
Yeah, here's a gift for your kid.
Thanks, I appreciate it. My best gift, though, was probably something my son gave me.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Here's looking at you, kid.
I've gotten a few things from him.
I'm trying to think of the worst.
I can't think of anything somebody's bought me.
I probably had like just a generic card, like with no money or anything in it, just like a hey, happy birthday, kid. Like I've probably had some of those that are kind of just like, okay, you took the time to get a card, I appreciate that, but I'm 12, so I kind of would like something else. But so I probably had some of those.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh.
Okay, so my wife bought me this. I'll show it on stream, I guess. She bought me like this, like an overhead shot of the Angels Anaheim Stadium.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like it's not.
Oh, you called me a jock. You called me a jock.
It's not.
You called me a jock.
Should I show off my whole case of David Fletcher?
That wasn't birthday gifts. That don't count. Hey, Judy, we do have to stay on topic here. We're trying to get paid.
We're almost at 2 hours, buddy. I'm gonna cut this in half.
I know. Get paid twice, baby.
Yeah, I am absolutely gonna do that. Why am I dead?
I don't know. We spawned dead.
Yeah. All right. If you guys could gift league money to me for my birthday, how much ISFL dollars would I find on my birthday card?
Negative $2 million, bud.
User control panel. I have no, not user control. I need to go to the pad. You would find $8,504,756.
Yep. You would find negative $2 million for me, so you have a nice positive net of $6 million bucks. For both of us.
Yeah. Yep.
Mine would definitely just be a letter saying, "I'm so sorry. I'll pay you back. I promise."
You're just getting whatever I have because
Yeah, like
What am
I
I
saw
using it
Juni
for?
was here first, but I got I got to pay it back. So I'll pay you back whatever he paid you. I swear.
I don't understand how you're so broke, dude. It baffles me.
Equipment should not cost. We play for a league that makes us pay for our own equipment. You know how ridiculous that is.
Yeah, I think the price of maintaining a player is ridiculous. To be honest, the amount of
Yeah,
effort you have
honestly,
to do to
yeah.
stay like league average is insane.
Yeah, it's such a and especially when like the whole league is based around giving everyone minimum contracts. It's such a slap in the face. Like, hey,
Yep.
look, you're expected to only make $1 million every year, but we need you to dash out at least 30 million a season.
Callback. It costs way too. Yeah, like HO, it costs way too much to be league average.
Yeah,
Like people want you to be like you have to like if you want to be useful to your team, like you gotta
Yep.
like make
at
serious
least
money.
be 600 TPE.
Like,
you
sure-
can't be.
I guess it drives activity. I guess maybe.
I mean, that's the
I
whole
don't
point
even
of it.
know.
It makes people write media and make these stupid podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, but like
Right.
I'm broke and I'm not writing meeting. I'm only writing stupid I guess I'm only making stupid
Yeah.
podcasts because I need money. So
Yeah.
you know what? You got me there.
I do this podcast just to be league average.
Yeah, yeah. I do this podcast just enough to not get dropped, to
Yep.
not make it feel like they wasted a third round pick on me. Oh God, imagine.
Yep. I do this just so Russ doesn't yell at me in my private channel.
Yeah, so I don't get a ping from Tuba saying, "Hey, could you update?" Because I definitely did forget this week. Sup, Tuba? Did I forget to update? Absolutely. Do you want me to do it right now? I'm not. Probably not. I'll be honest. I'm having a real tough time this time. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah. We are doing legendary.
Oh, well, are we?
Yeah. That's what my quest is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was just treating this like a normal fucking thing.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks for letting me know. All right. All right. I'll be able to take this a little more seriously.
Yep. All right. Anything else from Joe? Joey B?
Nope, that's it. I think that's all of
Okay.
our questions, and we have
Oh, is
to
it?
kill at least 7 more minutes. Let me refresh the page.
7 more minutes of riffing.
Oh
Is
my
Russ still
God.
in the chat?
Yeah, Rusky is something stupid to talk about. I mean,
Yeah,
I
Russ,
could
give us something we talk about.
look up something league related, I guess. We could talk about the standings. That's something people talk about.
Standings?
Yeah, people love talking about standings. We could do a live mock draft.
Live mock draft?
Yeah,
Of what?
the next draft.
Players?
Yeah, of
Oh, next
players.
draft?
Yeah.
Oh.
You and I take a look at talk about them raising the salary cap. As in, like, how much overall people should be paid? Because I think, I don't
More,
actually...
definitely the answer.
Yeah, raising the salary cap more? Oh, absolutely. So, I think you
Especially
should...
because, like,
Okay,
here's
actually...
the thing with, like, the salary cap. So I'm going to answer that. It's so bad for new players. Like, okay, yeah, you got these super billionaires in the league. They're like, oh, $1 million, whatever. But, like, for new players, they need that money.
Yeah. I think
Like,
it's
if you-
not... go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
I'm saying, like, if you have a kid, like a new player that just joined, and maybe they're not like the most confident in their writing, and they definitely don't want to do a podcast or something, how are they supposed to earn money to be able to afford equipment and everything over making only $1 million a year?
Yeah.
Like, I get the DSFL has like, oh, you get 4 million starting out, or
Oh,
6 million if you're a brand new user, but like then
that's
you're like
nothing.
immediately going to, yeah, and then you're immediately like, okay, now you're only like $1 million a year for next 3 years. Like, that's such a slap in the face. I really wish it was like, if you were a first round pick, you have to have a minimum of like 3 million. Second round is 2 million. Every round after that's $1 million. Just something like that.
Yeah, but
That
that
way,
way,
like-
you're still just making the rich richer, though, because like the people who are getting drafted that high already make like a fuck ton.
That's good. That's a good point too.
I
But, like,
think
it would
it's
just make it more
not-
interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Like,
salary
there's-
issue.
There's never a situation in the league where it's like, oh, they have to let a player go because they can't afford him anymore. Like that if it's happened, it's very, very rare.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
that's
think
a
it's
real
a
issue in
salary
football, and
issue.
it's not an issue in ISFL.
Yeah, I think it's I don't think it's a salary issue. I think I've talked about this before. I think it's a TVE scaling issue. like which was like the problem I know PPE had, which the only reason I could talk about that because I have more like actual like management experience there, is that like it took a year to be good, and like because it took so long to be like a useful player, and you had to have so much TPE before you were like even considered like useful to the team, before you were like not worth negative war. There's no war here in ISFL, but like there is like you need so much TPE.
Yeah, each position needs a certain amount to at least be
like to consider even like there's so many players who just like there's a lot of low earning players I know of. Not a lot. There are low earning players who never get called up because they just can't earn enough. Like, oh, just play a kicker, play an offensive line. I think you should change the TPE scale, not the salary cap instead. Like, people who are going to earn a lot are going to earn a lot. People who earn a little bit are just not going to, like, you're just going to be making the richest at that point. There's going to just make it cheaper to be league average, but make it more expensive to be a god.
Yeah, which is a lot of it is, like we were talking about last podcast episode, is about like the quarterbacks are always normally GMs or like really well-known users in the league because you have to have 1,000 TPE basically.
Yeah, and like, you should have a way to reward players for going above and beyond, but you shouldn't punish players so much for just wanting to be a part of the league.
Yeah, I agree. And it's the thing too, like there's rarely a situation you're like, oh man, that's a lot of money they gave him. Let's see if that plays out. Like that doesn't happen in this league. If you give them anything more than minimum, it's like, well, that was a bad contract. Why did they pay him? You know, like
very rarely. Like I feel like there's so few players that will take take more than minimum.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know a lot about PBE, but I know that there are situations where like, oh, you know, they paid this player, so they actually run into a cap issue, so they have to make trades and cut players. That doesn't happen in the ISFL. Like, oh, it might be $1 million or so. Like,
of course, you know who that happened to. It was me.
Yeah, it was me. Like, I got traded away from my team because the team was over the cap, and I was the easiest player to trade to get him under cap. That doesn't happen in ISFL because if the league's ever active enough where teams are approaching the cap, the league just raises the cap.
Right.
It doesn't affect contracts any. It just makes it like you have 10 people making a minimum instead of 8 people making a minimum.
Russ does say 12 of 14 QBs aren't GMs, but they are veteran users. Now, how many of them have been GMs though?
That's also a good point. I mean, Infinite's on his like third quarterback.
Zoot was a GM of the team, got drafted to the team, then left. Where's the? I know there's a team. I'm on the team page, so I want to look at. I'm gonna go through team by team. Yeah, like Arizona. Who's the quarterback? Ziegel. Wasn't Ziegel the GM? Ziegel is the GM, or was the GM?
I think so. I think Ziegel at least was at one point.
I'm gonna pretend like I know who the GMs are. Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's gonna. I don't know why I'm looking at this. That's not gonna happen. I have no idea who these people are.
Like, but I mean, like you don't have. It's very rare, and it's normally in a Reddit draft where it's just a player that just comes in swinging like a Blasoon or a Negs that is like a quarterback out of the draft as their first character that actually get to keep playing.
All right, real quick. I told Negs I would say this. I'm gonna give him a compliment. I have such mad respect for having like the balls. Like, I mean, people when you're a rookie coming in, you are told so much. Do not be a GM.
Yep.
Like, do not be a quarterback. You will not ever succeed as a quarterback. Like, mad respect to you, buddy, for like how much
spitting in the league's face.
How much spitting in the league's face Negs has done and succeeded. Like, honestly, mad respect. It says a lot. And I'll be honest, your first quarterback was a piece of shit, but you also had me as a receiver. So,
yeah, tomato.
Yeah, tomato. Your first quarterback sucked, but he was also throwing to me. So
yeah,
those were pretty bad choices.
I just wish that it was more realistic, where there were actual like, oh man, they had to trade a good player or cut a good player because they had cap issues instead of just the player didn't like their stats or the player didn't like the locker room or they just wanted to go somewhere new. Like I wish there was like, all right, we had to make this hard decision and let this veteran corner go who's a good user because we just can't afford him anymore. I wish that happened more often. I get people are upset because they don't want to leave their teams, but I mean that's just the way football works. And I just feel like that would be a better
Yeah,
league environment, and
yeah,
you'd see more parity in the league
yeah. I
instead
mean,
of like
yeah.
a team being able to build a super team because everyone's only making $1 million to $3 million a year.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like, I mean, it's a known problem that that the amount of like uh like league movement is like really low. Like,
Yeah, there's rarely like free agent splashes that are crazy unless a player gets drafted to a team they really don't like and then they want out after their rookie deal. Like you don't have this like, oh my god, there's actually like a bidding war for a player because they're always going to take the minimum. It's just whatever team they feel they fit the best with.
yeah.
But there's never like, oh my god, I can't believe they gave him $7 million a year. Like that doesn't happen.
He says the new user QB is definitely rare and it's a problem. We've talked about solution forever, never come up with a satisfactory solution. I agree. There's
Yeah,
not really a good satisfactory solution because you want your
yeah.
quarterback. Quarterbacks are
It makes or breaks the team.
they're
Yeah,
overvalued, but also like correctly valued. Like
yeah.
the having a good quarterback is gonna make or break the team, but it's also like the one of the things that's gonna make or break your team. So like you have to
Mm,
have a crazy good earner to do it, but
yep.
there there should I wish there was a way around it. I wish there was
Yeah,
a
and
better way to scale things to be better.
the
But
only way you could possibly do that is to instead of starting them at 50 TPE, you start them at like 300, but then like have them as like a ceiling where they can't go higher than a certain max. Like that's the only then they could be competitive sooner. It's the only way you'd get new users because you don't get a lot of new users that hit 1,000
yeah.
TPE. You know,
Oh, and apparently, Modern Duke and Nunk have gotten 9 million in free agency, which that's pretty ridiculous. That is really high for them.
is that yeah? But is that 3 year deals or like 9 million and the next two or just like a million or 2 million?
Nunk, it is. Well, it's not. He's making 5 million right now.
Okay.
I can look up the actual contract.
I mean, you'll see it
He
sometimes. It's
made
just like, hey, the
yeah,
team's not good right now, or the team has a lot of money to just throw away. Like,
he made 5 million and 5 million, which is that's a
but
lot.
they're
Yeah, but
but
it's
five. But if he's 1,000 TPE, then that's or if he's 800 TPE, that's his minimum. So
okay. Then what did he? I can't see what he made before. Yeah,
yeah,
they are 1 year deals, and like that is.
it's probably just like the team, like, hey, we have a lot of money, let's just
Yeah.
throw it away.
Yeah, 37th is making 9 million this season and 7 million and 7 million next. So
Well, I
that's a
know what I'm
lot.
asking for
That's a
next.
lot
I
for a
know what I'm
defensive
asking
lineman.
for next free agency.
That actually is ridiculous for him. But
But does he have options? So if the team ever has money troubles, they could just have him opt
he
out and then re-sign him cheaper.
he does not.
Oh, okay. See, that's interesting. See, there should be more of that. There should be more of like, oh, we signed this guy to a contract 3 years ago, and he's not as active as we hoped he was. So the team's kind of suffer. We're broke because we signed this guy, and because that happens all the time in real life. Where they sign they sign players to big contracts, and they don't perform to the contract, and it's kind of like holds the team. It just makes it more realistic, and I feel like that would be, I don't know, something interesting instead of just, oh, hey, you just got drafted. We're giving you $1 million. We know you need it. You need money more than everybody else on the team, but we can only give you $1 million. Or you say the DSFL will never get called up. It's, I don't know. It's just weird.
Duke's plans to sign 1 year deals with the highest bidder until he recreates, I believe. That's
Oh well. See, that's actually interesting.
that doesn't happen very often. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wish more free agency was like that because it's like, oh man, someone's a free agent. They're just being a free agent to talk to people and then immediately going to resign with their team
But
is like 90% of free agents.
but also you gotta have some serious like proven backup to do that too, which I mean
Yeah.
is important. I don't I don't think there's a good solution to like making movement and like all this movement and trading like good. I feel like it's tough. It's
Yeah.
He made
Like,
9 million with CTC this year.
like I don't know. I just wish there would be less dynasties if there was more like aggressive free agency. Because like if just say like if I had like Infinite on my team as Colorado, if I'm Colorado and I have Infinite as my quarterback, and he goes to free agency for whatever reason, if every team throws $10 million at him and he says, well, I'm just going to go back to Colorado at minimum because it helps the team more. Like that, it doesn't make that a fun free agency. It's kind of like a foregone conclusion, which has happened for all. I mean, being a GM for years, that's all you saw. Every free agency is, hey, are you actually a free agent or are you just going to re-sign? And 9 times out of the 10, it was just they were re-signing with their old team.
Yeah, and Russ makes the point that I was going to bring up here is that the relationships because we build as an internet community makes it hard to move around freely because there's so many feelings involved. Yeah, I think it is true. There's a lot of feelings involved in that. I think feelings are obviously really important to the league because we're built on relationships. I think that's That's why I think there's. I would love if there was more movement and more like ways to balance competitiveness.
Yeah, because it would make the league better. There wouldn't be teams that are bad forever and good forever.
Yeah, but also like. I think you can't enforce those things because that's, we're built around, we're built in relationships. You can't enforce those things. That's not what the league,
it's not money that actually affects you.
The league has to stand for both relationships and competitiveness at the same time. And that's obviously like really impossible to do both. You can't do both.
Yeah.
I can complain about it all I want. I don't have a solution.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing, too. It's like, I mean, someone like me that doesn't want to do media and stuff, okay, I might ask for more money and go to the highest bidder because I legitimately could use a higher contract. But somebody that already has billions of dollars, I mean, there's like, okay, what's the difference between making $2 million and $10 million? I mean, it's the same to them, basically.
Yeah.
I do wish there was...
Oh, I got it. No, wait. I have the perfect solution.
Okay.
Perfect solution.
Okay.
Right? Ready to do? We tax the rich and give to the poor.
Obviously, I mean, we should have done that.
Here we go. Let's just
doesn't even need $1 billion.
Yeah, let's just start taxing Infinite. Just skim a little bit off the top of Infinite's money, and like, he's not gonna even notice. He won't even know.
How would he know?
Yeah, how would he know? Nobody's gonna know. Just tax the rich and spread it out to everybody else.
I do wish there was like a career earning and then like a lifetime, like something that's like, okay, your profile, like say Infinite makes $1 billion. He has that in like one bank, and then when he makes a new player, they have like a separate bank. That's kind of like, I mean, like the separate bank can only be used to buy like equipment and weekly training, and then the career banks for everything else. Something like that. That way, like, the player contract actually means something,
Yeah. Russ says if he could play players from his bank, he would. All right, here we go, right? We allow for, we make it so that every team has to be owned by a player. Like, a user has to own a team, just like in real life, and so they have to pay for their players. Like, all the contracts are not paid by the league. They're paid for by the owners of the team. You could have an ownership group, sure, right? But like they all have to chip in. They all buy a certain amount of money.
As if we're not toxic enough. Imagine having
ownership groups, and if they hire the GMs and choose how much to pay their GMs.
Oh my god! I love it, but it would be toxic.
It would be so toxic. It's such a good idea. Toxic. It's so toxic.
Infinite could literally buy the best GMs in the league, the best players in the league. Like, oh my god,
Colorado would be good.
I still wouldn't play for the Yeti, man. Like,
they could pay you $100 million. It wouldn't even cost anything for them.
And this is the thing too, like how would that interact with HO? Would HO still control them, or would they be like would like HO kind of work for them like that like the NFL
Yeah,
is? Like,
HO would work for them just like the commissioners of
oh
like of
my
big
god.
leagues. Yeah, the
I don't think we'd ever see an online simulation league strike, but that's what 100% what that would lead to. Imagine
dude,
holding out
dude.
in a simulation league for better rights.
You and I would 100% offer to GM a team with you if we could just like say you do pay us 10 million a year and we will GM a team together.
Oh my god, dude! It's like, look, I'm only GMing if I like the owner. Like, imagine being a GM and you're like, oh hey, Infinite's stepping away, so he just sold you to like Russ, and Russ is like, hey, you guys gotta go. I'm bringing new GMs in. You know how demoralizing that would be.
Oh, that'd be so
Like,
good.
It's like, oh my god, Russ took over San Jose, and he fired both the GMs to bring his own guys in. Like, the media alone and the drama threads from that would be
it's
so
not that
great.
it's not that different from GMs changing, but dude, that would be so good.
It would be, yeah, but then they have no choice in it. Then
Yeah,
it's like
that's
literally
true.
like a meeting with the owner, like, hey, you're gone.
Yeah, but yeah, just I don't think that we have aligned views on where this team direction is, and we're going in separate direction.
Oh my! Interim GMs in the middle of a season when
Oh my
someone gets.
God.
Imagine to sell the team media.
Oh my god! Imagine how much like
I'm sold. I'm sold.
Oh, I'm 100 sold on this. Like you have to sell a team, and like you actually have to pay somebody like millions
Oh my
of like
God.
fake money to buy this team.
Imagine someone buying your team and rebranding you to an awful brand, and they can't be stopped unless someone buys the team from them.
Oh, that'd be
Like,
so
yeah, my
good.
team's worth $100 billion if you want to come buy them and change the team name back. Like,
I would start earning money just to buy a team.
just buy a team. Like, we'd be the most poverty franchise because I wouldn't be able to afford good GMs.
We wouldn't be able to afford GMs. We wouldn't be able to afford players at all.
And-
But then we could remove the salary cap limit. We could remove. Well, we did have a luxury tax instead, and you wouldn't have to
Oh my
limit.
God.
You wouldn't have to limit payments by how much TPE they earn. Like
Oh
players,
my
they could choose to
God.
pay their players however much they could afford. Oh, it'd be
Oh my
so good.
God.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Oh my
Don't
God,
like yourself,
look,
owners. Play somebody bootstraps and buy a team. Exactly. Just band together with a bunch of rookies. All you earn a bunch of money. Buy your own team.
Just imagine you're a terrible GM. Buy me then.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that'd be so good. I want this
I'm in.
so bad.
All right, Rick, we need to create a league. That people
Well,
can
yeah,
be
we're
owners.
starting our own sim league. Yeah, where you have to pay and buy teams. Also, I've decided that Hall and I already automatically start with $1 billion. Buyout
Yeah, we are
contracts
the
and
richest
GM
people.
clauses. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Honestly, yes.
buyout clauses at all. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh,
Just-
I'm so down for that.
Dude, just
I'm so down
just
for
draft like the best players and just start like just making all your money off like selling your players. Just
that. Oh my God.
just be the Athletics.
And straight up, and if you don't draft the DSFL, just sign them as international free agents.
Yeah.
It's just like look, hey, look, you're doing really good in DSFL. Here's $500,000. You want to get called up today? Like,
It'd be so good.
I'd be so down for that.
Oh, time to make our own league.
Oh my God! Imagine you draft somebody first overall. I want $50 million. Like, I can't afford that. Oh, I'll be in next year's draft. then.
Yep. Oh
Like,
my god.
oh
It'd be
my
so
God, dude,
good.
I'm so down.
It'd be so good.
And anybody is listening to this, and it's like, this is a great idea. This is
can't-
basically how baseball works.
Yeah. You can't. You're not stealing from us. You're stealing from baseball.
This is how Major League Baseball works.
Oh my god. Wait. Okay. So on top of that, we now have 2 leagues. One of them's like a minors team, and one of them is a franchise league where you have to pay. You have to pay money to buy into the franchise. You have to pay money to buy into the league.
And minor leaguers don't get paid nothing. They have to share a bedroom, and that's if they have a hotel room.
We just introduced
And they only eat ham and cheese
franchising to
sandwiches.
sim leagues, baby. Let's go.
Also, there's going to be a competitive one in Japan. We can't sign their players until they're posted, and we have to pay the team to pay the players first.
Oh my god, yes. This is it. We have
I,
fixed the
I'm down.
ISFL.
You know what? I am back into the HO. This is what you should change.
Yeah.
Today.
If you don't do this, Hall and I are joining or creating our own league.
We are making our own league, the Major League Baseball of simulation football. In my MLB SF.
Major League Simulation Football League.
Oh my god. I want to sell the team chance. That's all I want. I want a team to go 0-16 and everyone's just like sell the team, sell the team, sell the team, sell the team in the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
I'm so down for that, dude.
Instead of asking me to be fired, I want people to ask me to sell the team.
Sell the team. Nobody could do anything unless you do something so like heinous.
Imagine the Colby media. Oh my god, and bring Colby to the league.
God.
Oh, he would write such good media.
I'm down. I'm sold. I've never been so much more sold than anything else in my life.
All right, someone else got.
If we could Steve Cohen a team, oh my god!
Someone's got to put the work on in this for us because like we're not going to.
Yeah, but like definitely let us be there. Like,
yeah,
as like
no,
pioneers
we will be your first ownership group as long as you give us enough money to afford a team.
Mm-hmm. We will Abner Doubleday this. We won't do anything to help make it, but we'll say we created it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just call me Al Gore, baby.
we are so down for this right now. I will drop every league I'm in just for this idea.
You're gonna drop.
So I can own.
You're gonna drop ISFL. To join the new franchise ISFL.
The new, just so I can legitimately fire players. Like, look, hey, it hasn't been working out. Like your stats are in the gutter. We don't want to pay you anymore. You're gone.
I just want to legitimately fire people for being bad, so bad.
Like, hey, I know you did that trade. We were the past 3 years, but it's not working out. So we're gonna go in a different direction.
No, oh god, I want to be the guy that signs the old player for $10 million a year and he sucks. But you can't fire him because you're stuck in his contract.
and you're gonna hire a GM that has never been a good GM. He was always supposed to be interim. He's gonna be there for 2 years, even though he doesn't know how to manage the team. But he's really good at getting thrown out of the game.
Real good. He gets real angry and he starts spitting and be like, "Oh my god, he must care about his players." And his players start throwing food on them.
And your best player's here, go to free agency, and he's not coming back, but you're not going to trade him because you might be able to convince him.
But you also don't because you suck and you can't afford to buy a bullpen.
So once he leaves, you're going to trade your second best player, even though he wants to be there for life.
Even though
Sell the team already.
Even though he's been the best player in the league for 10 years, you're not going to capitalize on him.
Sell the team, Artie.
Please, God. Just pay somebody else, Jesus Christ.
Bring back the Disney uniforms.
Oh my God. Pay for an analytics and pay your minor leaguers, my God, dude.
Oh my God, can we pay an analytics department in the sim league?
Oh yeah.
Imagine paying your sim testers.
You have to pay your sim testers. Like sim.
Oh my God.
You pay for sim testing. Oh, you could outsource your sim testing to somebody else.
I'm so down for that. Like, I would do that today.
You could build a company.
I kind of did it.
You build a company for sim testing, and you sell your sim testing. Yeah, drive for ISFL. Like you build the best sim testing software, and you sell your sim testing resources out to other teams. Oh my God!
Imagine sim testing for 2 teams playing each other in the same week.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Yes.
It's like, hey, I got you up to 70%. Hey, I got you up to 72%.
Also, 100% turning injuries on for this baby. Also, we have random development where, like, every year we roll dice and decide how much TPE you lose or gain in a certain attribute.
Oh, you had a freak injury in the offseason. You're going to lose 5 speed. We're just going to OOTP injuries.
Oh, sorry. You chose to fight a shark in the off season. You have to make a new character. Like, your player is dead.
Yeah, you're dead. We decided you're not fun anymore. You're dead.
Actually, your player decided to leave and go play hockey. You have to make a new player now.
You're gone.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so down for this new league.
I'll be honest, Hall. This is just you and me playing OOTP online leagues.
Yeah, it really is.
But we just want to play OOTP. We just want to play OOTP online with real people's lives.
Let us be the gods of your character.
We want to be the gods of OOTP, but also toy with real people's emotions. This is, I believe, this is called. No, there's a word for this. It's not psychotic.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of psychotic, though.
Okay, yeah, it is psychotic.
Imagine us getting booed every time we do the draft.
Oh my god! Yes.
I'm so down.
I want to be the commissioner.
That's how you know the ISFL isn't real. We don't boo the commissioner during the draft. That's how you know we're not real.
Yeah, it is sociopathic.
Actually, does the commissioner even do the draft? I think Russ does the draft more than the commissioner does the draft.
I don't know who does the draft. I haven't watched the draft in years. Sociopathic.
I know
He's right.
Russ does it. Yep.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what Russ does.
I'm gonna start booing Russ when he does the draft now.
I don't care.
I'm just gonna join in and go boo.
Look like they're gonna let you in.
Sell the team, Russ.
Sell the team.
Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. I gotta do something before we end this.
It's okay. We managed to pull out another 20 minutes out of that, so I can turn this into 2 podcasts now.
Perfect. Yep. All right.
I found out that I could do that later on.
There we go. There we go.
I can't even see what you did.
Russ will know in about 5 minutes.
Okay, about 5
minutes. He'll let you know. He'll let you know what happened.
5 minutes happened. I assume it happened. He's watching live. It's not going to be 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't worry. We are good. We are set.
Russ will not sell the team.
I just. Okay, so I just pinged sell the team, Russ, in the Saber Kitties chat. He said, "Oh God," and then OJ jumped in. So now we're good. Now we're real good. OJ didn't kill that woman. He did, but he didn't.
The glove.
You can't double jeopardy him. If the Discord doesn't fit, you must quit.
All right. I think this is...
Okay, I think I've started legit drama. All right, I think it's a good place to cut it.
Did you start legit drama? Oh my god. We're going to have to... This is where we're ending the podcast. All right.
It's a good place to start the podcast. Thanks for listening for 2 hours of this goodness, unless we broke it up into 2.
I'm gonna break it up into 2 so we can make more money. I'm going to cut that part out.
Okay. Yep. So thank you for listening to the second one. We didn't put an outro on the first hour, so that's going to be an awkward hard cut. But it's fine. Other than that, thank you for listening to this great murder mystery podcast. And next time you're talking to your GM, ask them to sell the team. They know. They'll know. They'll do it. Sell the team, Russ.
I'm gonna swindlers. Yep, that's us. I'm gonna record an outro. And I'll paste it in. It's just gonna be my face.
Oh. Just copy that same outro and put it in the first hour.
Yeah, I need you to give me an outro song.